So, in this video, I'm gonna be reviewing what fingerboard obstacles you should get, whether it's Blackriver ramps, tech deck, or you should build your own. So, yeah. So I built my own concrete ledges, and I haven't tried them out yet. They're still in the mold. And I also built this little manual pad, and I built this picnic bench. I colored on it. It's not that great. And then I have this ramp from the dollar store. It also came with this. So you would put it together like this, and it would be sort of cool. It's not that great. My brother bought this Blackriver ramp. It's a little two-stair, and then there's like a pyramid. And then I bought a tech deck park where it like sticks together. It's kind of confusing. I used it. I went up and then I did a little board slide and then I went back down. It's not the best. Honestly, I don't really like plastic ramps, but I mean, it was okay. It didn't really move because there's like these little rubber pads on the bottom. And I also have a Blackriver rail. My brother gave it to me also. My brother also gave me this Blackriver Quarter pipe. It's Blackriver Fingerboard ramps quarter low. So it's a low quarter pipe. And then I also bought this tech deck half pipe. It's really noisy, so it's not my favorite. And it doesn't really feel that great. So I'm gonna pop the concrete molds or the concrete ramps out of the molds and review them. So let me just finish putting everything back and then I'll start recording. Also, that wasn't all of the ramps that I have. I also have this container tech deck ramp. It's not great. It's really hard to use and it's really small. So these are all the fingerboards that I have. I have a lot. This is a P-Rep fingerboard. It's not great. I used it a lot. My brother gave it to me. The bushings are, it's not focusing. The bushings are really bad. And I have a whole bunch of stuff in here. I have tech decks. I have a whole bunch of decks. I have more tech decks. I have even more. And then I have these things from the dollar store. I'm not sure what they are. And I have a lot of wheels and trucks and hardware that I don't use because I don't use tech decks that much. So these ramps that I built, they're really good. The only thing that I wish I had done differently is I wish I had sanded them down, which I still can do, but they're not really even. They like wobble a little bit and, oh, that's broken. Okay, well that's broken now, but that manual pad was really good. So, I built these concrete ramps and or manual pads from this concrete. It's the quick setting cement. It's like a quick patch for anything that's broken. And I just used water that I have at my house. And it's really solid. I let it sit for 4 days. It says it should sit for about 24 to 48 hours. But if it's like stairs like this, stairs, which are really big. It should sit for about a long time. So first of all, it's really smooth. I used this container that I had for this one. So I'm gonna show you how it skates. So it's pretty like rough on the bottom. I didn't sand it down. I just took it out just now. I'm gonna try to peel off the edges, but yeah, it's pretty rough still. So it's not that great because the ground right here is not very smooth. So, but it's really smooth on the. It's really smooth. Yeah, it's really smooth for board feel. And I'm gonna try out this tech deck. It's not great. Yeah, the tech deck sucks. But I think it's pretty good. But it's not great because it's not even. But when I sand it down, it'll be pretty good. But the container has a lot of bumps in it. So there's like this little hole right here, and there's like it's not smooth right there, as you can see. There's like it's not smooth around the edges, but it's pretty good. It's really rough on the bottom. Let me bring this back to my face. Okay. And then this one, I tried to do a manual pad, but then I realized it's gonna be really skinny because that's skinny. So I decided I'll just flip it on its side, but that's also really skinny. So I just need to take it out of the mold. Okay, that's breaking. Oh, I know what I can do. So I used metal for this mold, really thin sheet metal. And it worked really good. I cut it with I don't know what I cut it with. My dad gave me the tools. I think it's like, you can cut it with scissors, but I wouldn't recommend that because that's not very good for the scissors. And then I cut it and into the shape that I wanted. And then I used duct tape and taped it all together. It's really, the edges are rough because I did not do a very great job of cutting it. So kind of, it's like, it's really pokey on the edges. You can see it's not very straight. But I think it's gonna be pretty good. My haircut's also not great. My mom gave me a haircut the other day and it did not turn out good. But my dad's hair isn't any better. So it's taking a while to get it out of the mold. I probably should have put like oil in the mold so that it would have been easier. But when I was like mixing the concrete, it took a while for me to get it because it like wouldn't mix. First I started with a chopstick, then I moved to a plastic spoon, then I used a regular spoon. And I had to keep adding water and concrete mix because it kept getting too liquidy and then too solid. So it took a while to do, but I mean, it was fun, so. And then the metal, it was $11 from Home Depot. It came in a really big sheet. I think it was 24 by 36 inches, which is pretty big in my opinion. I got concrete in my flip-flop. Okay, it's pretty big in my opinion, and it doesn't look like it doesn't even look like you used it when I cut it. So And then this giant bucket of concrete was, or cement or whatever, I think it's the same thing. It was $8 from Home Depot also. There's little buckets of concrete if you just want to make like one ramp, but I wouldn't recommend that because it's also $8 and you're getting 10 pounds in here and you're only getting like a quart. And you're only getting a quart in the other one. So I just got this out. It's not smooth. There's like holes in there. And then it chips when I put it on my hand. So it's not really smooth. And it's not as big as I wanted it to be. So I'm kind of disappointed with this one. But again, I have 10 pounds and I can redo it. So let me try this one out. So I'm gonna try it with the P-Ret fingerboard. So the 50-50 grinds are not smooth because it's not smooth on the edges, but again, you can fix that by sanding it down. Okay, it's not great. And then it makes scratches in it when you use it. I would have liked to make a little kicker, but again, it's not great, so I'm pretty disappointed with the way these turned out. And now with the tech deck, I'm using this one again, this chocolate one. They're not great. I think Blackriver ramps would have been better. I tried to make them. I was gonna do a Jersey barrier, but I thought that would have been too much work and it wouldn't turn out that great. So I decided I would just do this little ledge, and I had a lot of extra concrete, so I just put it in the container. So I think I'm gonna rate these 4 out of 10. It's not great. It's really smooth though, but it's gonna be really hard to sand down, and I don't wanna put that much effort into it. Yeah, it wasn't that great. And I'm also gonna rate my other ramps. This Blackriver Quarter pipe is pretty good. It's really smooth wood. And then the coping up here, I think that's what it's called. It's really smooth metal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rate it an 8 out of 10. It's not the best, or it is the best, but it's not great. But if that's what I have, that's what I have. This one, it's from the dollar store. It's the Tony Hawk circuit boards. It sounds kind of weird. And I wish there was like coping. So I'm gonna rate it a 2 out of 10 because I would not use it again. These ramps that I made, I used school Elmer's glue on it. And I got the this wood from Blake Art Material, and then I used popsicle sticks because it wasn't that strong. And then it's okay to skate. But again, I'm not that great at fingerboarding, or I don't think I said that before, but I'm not great at fingerboarding. I'm gonna try to use this one even though it's broken. It's not great. It's not great. So I'm gonna rate the ones that I made about a 3 out of 10. This rail, it's really nice. I think my brother got it for his birthday one year, and he didn't like fingerboarding anymore, so he gave it to me. Let me try and snip. It's really smooth. I tried waxing it once, and the wax is still on here. It lasted a long time. But when you try and do 50-50, it's not that smooth. So I'm gonna rate it an 8 out of 10. These tech deck ramps, they're not great. I wish it was like wood or something. It's like a quarter pipe, but it's flat right there, so it's not my favorite. So it came with a set. It came in a set, and that ramp personally is not my favorite. I like this one because there's a little ledge right there, and you go up and then you can do a board slide and then come back down, or you could do a 50-50 grind and then come back down. And then you separate them. It's like a little thing like that, and then you come up and then it's not great. And then there's like an actual quarter pipe. It doesn't feel good, and this doesn't it doesn't meet your board all the way. So I'm gonna have to give these a 3 out of 10. And again, I'm being generous with this. Here is the half pipe. I don't like it. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to use, so I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. And this one, I'm not sure what it's called. It's really fun, but now it's not even. It's not even right now, so that kind of took it. Oh, the ground isn't even. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to give this one a 9 out of 10 because it's really fun to play with, and I would gift it to someone. So yeah, it's pretty good. So overall, I wouldn't recommend you try this, but if you do, I would recommend you pack it down really good and smooth it out, because I did not smooth it out. I just took a spoon and slapped it in there. I would also recommend that you really tape it up and be cautious of how much you're using, because I put way too much, so I had to take some out and then put it in the, and then I had to put it in this mold, and it wasn't that great. It was a fun project besides the waiting part, but if you want to try it, go ahead, leave a comment down below on if it worked out, and if so, was it fun? So overall, I wouldn't do it again. Well, I would do a kicker, but it didn't really work. So there's that. You don't have to try it if you want. I don't care. So yeah, it wasn't that great, and it was a lot of work for just this one thing. And now I have 10 pounds of concrete left over, so also leave in the comments what I should use this concrete for and what content you want to see next. So yeah, don't forget forget if you want, just please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want, turn on post notifications, and yeah, thanks for watching. Also, I'm gonna link some good fingerboard ramps that I recommend in the description, so make sure to check them out. They're kind of pricey, but they're really good quality. They're Blackriver, which is pretty much the best fingerboard obstacle brand out there. So yeah, I'm gonna link them in the description. Make sure to check them out.